Yeah, welcome back, and let's look at lesson 21 where we work on the class teachers and head teachers remarks. So I'll just quickly go and open my Excel workbook, and this is what we have. So if the student gets something between 0 and 40, but this wouldn't be 40 because we need to change it. Let's say this is 400 because it will be over 1,000 or something like that. 450, 500, 600, 650, 700, 750, and those getting 800 and above. So if your students are in the lower primary where they do about 6 subjects, you will end at 600. So let's look at head teacher's remark for a person getting 0, between 0 and 399. So just write below average must back up. You can pick your own values if you want. Okay, let me just okay, something like this. Then the class teacher will also come in below average. You must work hard. Need parental support. So the parents need to keep an eye on their ward. So I will make it a little bit big. Okay, mega. So something like this. Good. Then if the person gets 400 and above, so 400 and above, that's a pass. So if it's a pass, it is still below average because it's not even half the bag. So I will still repeat this, but you can always change it depending on the discussion you have with the school. So 450, that's half of it, because if it's over 1,000, it is not. Okay, you must set up. Okay, you must set up. There is the need for parental support, something like this. So let me change this one. Okay, there is the need for parental support. Yeah, something like this would do. Then I'll just paste it. Okay, so let me come back here again so we can see everything. Okay, then I can increase this as well. Okay, so you must set up. So this is more or less like for the class teacher. Okay, so the class teacher is this, you must set up. Then I come here, must work hard. That is the head teacher. Must work hard. Okay, then 500 is more or less like an average. So average performance. More room for improvement. So average performance will do. Then I come to average performance. More room for improvement. Okay. Then if it's 600, let's say well done, good, can do better. Then the class teacher, well done, but more room for improvement. And then if it's 650, I wouldn't say 650 is excellent. No, that cannot be excellent. So the head teacher will also say, okay, good, can still do better, more room for improvement. Okay, then if it's 700, 700, very good. Keep working hard. We have done well. Good work done. Keep improving. Okay, and 750, let's say excellent, excellent. Keep it up. So I'm just doing this from the top of my head, but you can always change it. Excellent, keep it up. So what will the teacher also do? Okay, excellent. Okay, let me bring excellent, keep it up here. Then the head teacher will add, do not rest on your laurels. Head teacher will come. That's an impressive performance. The sky is your limit. Excellent performance. Keep working hard. Good. So we finished with our head teacher's remark and class teacher's remark. So you just have to tell the system to pick these values. So let's go back to our terminal report system, TR1. Then we will use VLookup for this particular exercise. So let's see where we can find our grand total score. I'm looking for the grand total score. Where's my grand total? Where's my grand total? Okay, grand total. I just need to find where that particular column is. Okay, grand total score for the student. You have grand total for the class. Okay, it's at BY. So BY2. Grand total score is at BY2. Okay. So I know where it is now. So what I'll do is I'll freeze the pane so that I can quickly get to it. Okay, unfreeze and go to BY2. Okay, so this is my grand total score. I'll freeze it. Okay. Now let me unfreeze and rather freeze it from this particular point. Okay. So that I can easily work on it. Okay. So for me to get the values automatically from the table, we need to use the grand total score value to generate the class teacher's remark and that of the head teachers. And since it will be the same for all, I'll need to use a control, select all of these, individual terminal report, and I'll type in VLookup. Okay, so let me use a formula bar, insert function. My VLookup is here. Click on go. Okay, so I just double click. So what am I looking for? What's my lookup value? So grand total score for the student. That's what we are looking for. Then where is the table array? What are we looking through? So the table array is from our grading systems and subjects. Then I'll go ahead to select my table array, but it should be absolutes. Okay, so I've done that. Then what's the column index? It's called head teacher. So I'm looking for class teacher. So this is column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, because I did merging. So you need to take your time with that. Column 4. Okay, score HTR0 CTR. Okay, column 4. Let me click on OK. Let's see. Yeah. Then I'll just go ahead, do a double click to do the autofill. So let's say I come in here and I change the value to, let's say, 850. See what's going to happen. Excellent performance. Can you see that? Yeah. So if I change this to 700, it changes by itself. Okay. So we allow the system to calculate these grand total scores for us. So this is below average. So that is for let me go through. So that is for class teachers remark. Okay. Let me just double check to see if it's in order. So class teachers remark is 1, 2, 3. That's column 4. Okay, that is selected. Then I have to do the same for. So if I move to head teachers remark, it's the same principle. VLookup, lookup value. I'm looking for the grand total score for the student. Table array can be found from the grading system and subject. And I'll just go ahead to select this. I'll highlight F and F4 to bring the dollar signs to make it absolute. So I'm looking for head teachers. So head teachers will be 1, column 2. So that's the column index. I hit on OK. So this is below average. You must back up. I'll do a double click and that solves it. So that solves our class teachers remark and head teachers remark. So what I'll do is I'll go back and unfreeze the panes. So once that is done, this is what you get. That is it. So if I come and click on student, I come to TR9, you see it appears there like that. So no need to be worried. Okay, so I'm going to select all at the same time and automatically adjust the column width so they all fit. Okay, come back, I click, I still have the same thing, so I'll save it. Then I'll open my terminal report document, which is linked to this particular database, and see how it works. Okay, so I'll close this first, then I'll come and open Microsoft Word. So let me check the time I've spent. That's 14 minutes. Okay, so we can do some demonstration. So I'll click on Terminal Report and Cumulative Record. I'll say yes to it, and automatically the system should give me the class teacher's remark and that of the head teacher's remark. So you see what is happening here? Good. Below average, you must work hard. There is the need for parental support. Below average must back up because the grand total is 0. That's how come we are getting this. And this will run through for all the students. So I go to the next person, Christine Opon. So I go to the next person, by the Crentel. So it's the same. So as and when their grand total changes, the system automatically adjusts and change the class teacher's remark and that of the head teacher's remark. So when you finish, this was not really touched on in the other lessons. So you need to draw a table. When you click on the table, it gives you the table too. Then you try to um, divide it into two because this whole field is too long for the name. Then you add your attendance, this out of whatever is for that particular term. Okay, so in our next lesson, we will look at how best to convert these values into two decimal places, because when you generate a report and you don't convert it to two decimal places, you have a whole lot of decimals coming in and destroying or distorting the design. So you have to do that for our next lesson. Okay, I forgot to add gender, so let me do that now. Let me click, go down, pick my gender, I insert, then I'll click on close. Yeah, something like this. Okay, so if I go back to the first person, automatically the cumulative record should also come. Yes, that's it. So later we'll work on the date when we do some entries in the date field. It should also automatically pop up. Okay, so that will be all for this particular lesson. See you in the next lesson.